guys? It's Thursday, October 17th, which means this is my basically 2 week out check-in. So I'm a little over 2 weeks from the show. Gonna check in with Chase and then probably get a more kind of detailed plan of what we're gonna do over the next week leading up to peak week, which is insane. We're already talking about peak week coming up soon. So got one more week at home and then headed to Texas. All right, what's going on, guys? It's had a few work meetings, so it's actually later in the day now. It's 4:25, but I had my check-in with Chase, heard back, and like I was thinking, we kind of made a plan for the next really 2 weeks now, because it's 2 weeks from Saturday. It's already Thursday, so which is insane. But the check-in went really well. Chase is really happy with where we're at, which honestly, at this point, that's like 50% of the reason that I really like having a coach is because at this point, every time I look in the mirror, I think something different. I think, I look great, or I am not lean enough, or I look way bigger than last year, or I look tiny. It's every single time I look in the mirror is different. And that's the reality of just kind of, I guess, bodybuilding in general. When I'm looking forward towards being on stage and being judged for my physique, I kind of tend to get in my head going back and forth. I think it's probably the same for most people doing what I'm doing. But I've got a coach that I can fall back on, and I trust him. And so when we do a check-in and he says that we're on track and that I look great, I can really buy into that. And so that to me is at least 50% of the reason I love having a coach. But yeah, like I was saying, we're on track, bigger than last year, gonna try to come in as lean as last year, because I was pretty conditioned last year. But yeah, the plan is I get another free meal, which incredible. Because we're just, I wasn't sure after being gone for 10 days, what we were gonna look like, but I just kept making progress, stuck to the plan, that Chase made for me, and we're still right on track. So get another free meal tonight of 5 guys. And then tomorrow is a slightly higher day of 2,200 calories. Still, if it fits your macros, but that portion of this prep is about to come to an end. So I think I'll probably talk about that a little bit more later in this episode. But the portion of, me just eating whatever, if it fits your macros, whatever I wanted to fit inside the meal plan or the macros that Chase selected for me is coming to an end. It's time to lock in and make sure that we're on track and able to kind of track everything that's going on with my body, more day to day and even later hour to hour. So I'll get a little bit more into that in a little bit. It's going to be kind of the topic of this video. But for now, I'm about to eat lunch and just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know the check-in went well and we're on track and 2 weeks out. It's insane. What's up, guys? I don't know if you can call something a tradition if you've only done it once before, but I'm going to. So 2 weeks out, and I'll get more into the 2 week out protocol tomorrow, but one thing that is changing is no more carbonated drinks, which means no more 3Ds. So last year I had a late night 3D when I realized that I wasn't going to be able to have any more for a little bit. So to keep up with the 1 year long tradition, doing it again. So like I said last year, probably RIP my sleep tonight, but I want to get one more in before I can't have them for 2 weeks. And yeah, I'll catch you guys up on everything else that's going to be changing over the next 2 weeks tomorrow. And studio.
This is what you wanted, right?
What's going on, guys? Got my friend Jordan in town. We're filming for the Summer Shredding Championship video. There he is.
What's up?
So, got to make a video for the championship show this year. And if you remember last year, maybe I'll play a little bit of it. Jordan helped me with the intro, and it's definitely, if you've watched my videos, the best video that I've put out.
Set the standard.
That was him. So we're making another one. So I can't wait to show you guys. I'll have to wait until after the show because planning on winning and showing it at the show. But if not, I'll definitely release it anyway. So working on that right now. And then kind of over the next couple of days. Maybe go to the gym a little bit and get some gym footage. We'll see. All right, what's up, guys? So I'm just making my 11 o'clock meal, which should tell you something that I've now switched from If It Fits Your Macros to a meal plan, and I'm gonna sit down in a second and talk about why I made the switch, and then kind of what I see as the pros and cons of macros versus meal plan, and why I choose to do what I do, and my thoughts on that. But I'll also fill you guys in on my latest update on Sunday from Chase. So we've moved on to the 2-week plan now. So that's like the next week plus peak week. So from here on out, a lot of changes, different dynamics. I'm in the depletion phase right now, which you'll see by this meal of literally just chicken and almond butter. That super low carb right now. I'm eating just under 1,500 calories, which is pretty low. And then the other thing is I lost my energy drinks. So, so that's been a little rough, but making the adjustment and probably a good wake up call that I need to reduce my caffeine intake a little bit. But yeah, I'll fill you guys in a second, but I'm going to eat this while it's hot because I don't get that much food. So I want to try to enjoy the food that I get right now. See you guys in a second. All right, what's going on, guys? I ate my meal, so I have a little bit of energy to talk through the topic of today's video, which is going to be my thoughts on tracking macros versus doing a meal plan. But first, I'm going to give you an update on what my plan is now that I'm, 12 days out from the show, which is insane. So until now, or until Sunday, today's Monday, but until this past Sunday, everything had been updated, like you guys have seen on my Thursday weekly check-ins. But at 14 days out, we move over to like a peak week protocol. And so the first step of that is Sunday, so 2 days ago, I'm 2 days into this, until Wednesday, I'm in a little bit of a depletion phase. So super low carb. My macros right now are 184 grams of protein, 87 carbs, and 44 fat. So it's right at 1,500 calories. But, and what's, relevant to the topic of this video, on Sunday, I switched from If It Fits Your Macros, where Chase would just give me my macros, and I would, I eat a lot of the same foods, but I could pick and choose. And then, if I was out somewhere, or like I was traveling, you guys saw in the last couple of videos, I was eating protein bars and just kind of making do. But from here on out, we switched over to a meal plan. And so Chase is giving me right now it's 4 meals a day, just because I'm eating so little food. But it'll be really important from here on out for Chase to know what I'm eating when I'm eating it. 2 other changes are we're now loading water. So I've got 2 gallons of water a day, which for me, honestly, is as difficult as the diet part of this to, I have to really stay on track just to drink 1 gallon of water a day, but 2 is a lot. So I've got this with me, it's half a gallon, and I got to drink 4 of these a day. That's kind of how I keep track of it. But yeah, whenever I can, I just sit there and chug water, because otherwise I won't make it. But, and then the third major change that we made is no more carbonated beverages. So bye 3Ds, which is, I don't really drink coffee or anything. So, it's a little bit, of a cold turkey quit on caffeine, which is a little bit rough. But to be honest, it's probably a wake up call that I need to slow that down a little bit. But just throughout prep, I think I probably just was consuming more and more. But, yeah, so no more carbonated beverages for the rest of prep. No more 3Ds. And then we'll cut out even like artificial sweeteners and everything later this week. So that's the major changes to the plan. But that kind of leads me into the topic of the video today. And I don't know, I have a lot of thoughts on this because last year I did my entire prep on a meal plan for the most part. Chase had a meal set out for me and I stuck to them. And, you know, there are some reasons I wanted to do that. But this year I talked to Chase and I said, hey, for the majority of prep, I want to do if it fits your macros is the term for it. But I want you to give me what you want me to eat, and then I'm going to have some flexibility in what I fit into that. And the reason I wanted to do that is because I don't consider myself, and like, you know, especially in the future, I'm not a bodybuilder. What I want to show and what I want to learn is how to make positive change in my health, in my body, in my physique, and what the best long-term ways are to do that. And for me, that's why I like going down the path of macros more than a meal plan. And so like with a meal plan is best if you have a very specific goal, a very specific date, and you can't mess up. Because you just eat, you know what you're going to eat, you know what you're consuming. There's no opportunity to mess it up, accidentally track something incorrectly, weigh something incorrectly. I mean, I guess you could weigh something incorrectly, but you know, if you got Chipotle, you don't know exactly what they're going to put in it. And so if you have a really specific goal and you know, for example, you're doing a bodybuilding show and you want to become an IIFYM pro, or you're competing, trying to be Mr. Olympia and you're Chris Bumstead, I think it's more important to be on that meal plan because probably the timing of your meals matters more. All those like little extra percentage benefits of knowing what you're eating when you're eating will add up. But for someone like me, and especially someone that I hope watches this, that's, you know, I'm 30, that's either my age or it doesn't matter what age you are, and just kind of woke up and thought, I want to get back into better shape. I want to improve my physique. I want to get a little bit leaner, or even I want to like put on some size. For me, the best way to do that is to come up with a calorie goal, come up with your macros, and then figure out how that fits into your life. Because over this prep, I've eaten Chick-fil-A, I've eaten McDonald's, Arby's, I've eaten some like different fast food restaurants. And obviously, as my calories got lower and lower, that became harder and harder. But I was able to make all of the progress that I've made in these first 18 weeks. All right, sorry guys, my memory card ran out of space. But what I was saying is I've been able to make all of the progress that I've made over these 18 weeks. So I'll put up right here what my transformation is so far. Starting off at like a little over 190 pounds, I'm sitting at 167 pounds right now. And I made all of that progress by taking a calorie goal and a macro breakdown and just fitting in the foods that I like. So I've eaten like probably 1,000 English muffins because I just like it. So my breakfast, it has been a lot of times an English muffin with almond butter, honey, jelly, just because I like it. It's one of my favorite things to eat. And then sometimes I'll eat that at night. I've eaten, you know, tons of protein bars. Like I was saying, I've eaten fast food restaurants. I've eaten popcorn at the movies early on, and have been able to make the progress that I've made doing that. And so I just think that's important to me because I think that I've always thought that the best diet is the one that you can do long term. And so I think that for most people, that's going to be having some flexibility to be able to live your life, go out to dinner with your friends, go on a date with your significant other, and just be able to have those moments where you live your life, but then know that, you know, if I did this here, then I'm going to eat a better breakfast and lunch, or I know I have these plans later, so I'm going to eat a little bit less so that I can eat more at night. And just allows you to have flexibility to live your life, which I think allows you to do it more long term, and create better habits around food. I will say, I think the thing to be careful about with tracking your macros is becoming obsessed with how many calories are in food. And that's definitely, if you're someone that tends to do that, then that would be maybe a pro on the meal plan side, is that you don't necessarily have to be thinking about food in terms of a calorie number, and more so you just know, hey, this is what I'm setting out to eat. This is healthy for me. It fuels my body. So that, that's definitely a pro of more of a meal plan approach. But if you don't have an issue with that, the flexibility around tracking your macros to me just makes it more sustainable long term. And then the other part of that too is the more you track and the more you learn what is in food, I think the more you're capable of making healthy choices, and then the more you're just aware of when you might be eating something that you thought, or you might be able to pinpoint certain things in your life that you hadn't really thought about, whether it's, some people it's drinking, 6 cans of Coke a day, and they don't really realize how that adds up. But then the more you start looking at what's in food and what you're putting into your body, then you start to realize and identify those things that can be easily taken out or reduced or whatever it is, so you can start to make adjustments to your lifestyle and make a positive impact and still having the flexibility. So that's why for me, I chose to do the majority of this prep with flexible dieting. And that's what I'm going to do long term after, because now I understand what's in the food that I'm eating, and I've, the more longer you do it, the more, when I'm not prepping for a show, I don't even really have to track in MyFitnessPal, because I kind of have an understanding of what I'm eating. So, but obviously I see the plus sides of a meal plan, because I'm at a point now in prep where I'm transitioning to that meal plan. And so, some of the benefits of a meal plan, like I was saying, are you're going to be able to make smaller adjustments, because you know exactly what you're eating and when you're eating it. And so what is affecting either your physique or what affected maybe the scale the next day. All of those things are more easily identifiable because you're eating the same thing every day. And if you change something, you can identify it and see what effect it had. Versus if, if it fits your macros, eating flexible dieting, and my last 3 days look completely different in terms of the actual foods that I ate, it's a little bit harder to identify what might be causing the issue or where I might have messed up. And so that's definitely a benefit of a meal plan, which is why I'm switching to that now. Because as we're going into the show, it's really important that Chase understands what I'm eating, when I'm eating it. That way we can make really small adjustments. As we're taking a look at my water intake, my sodium intake, loading up with carbs, or as we're doing right now, doing like a depletion phase with carbs. That way we can see what my weight is every morning and know that I ate at the same time the night before. And again, we're able to make those small adjustments that matter to get on stage. They don't really matter as much in everyday life. And I like to say I'm past the point now of like normal life, losing weight or improving my physique. Anything I get past this point is not sustainable long term anyway. So what I do to get there past this point, I wouldn't even necessarily recommend for someone that's trying to just lose 20 pounds or get into better shape. And again, that's why I did this whole prep flexible dieting, because that is my advice for if you're someone who has gotten a little bit out of shape and wants to get back in shape and wants to identify the areas in their life where they need to fix their diet. You want to get back into the gym. Flexible dieting allows you to still live your life. Does that mean that the actual foods that you eat are not important? No, but I think, if you're eating Pop-Tarts and candy for all your carbs in the day, you're not going to feel as good and you're not going to be as healthy as if you're eating healthier sources of carbs. But that's something that you can learn over time, and you can learn as you learn what's in the food that you're eating, and you're able to, and with the flexible diet, you can try out different things and see how you feel. And you can do that over a longer period of time because you don't have a date set out that's I have a show day, I don't have time to mess around and figure things out. Most people are just living their life trying to make improvements and have time to figure those things out. And I think that is can come secondary. I think the first step for most people is to just identify how much they're eating and when they're eating it, and then be able to have some discipline around a set goal of calories and macros. And then from there, you can start to figure out what foods make you feel better, what areas you can start looking into being healthier, not just in terms of weight loss, but in terms of how you're fueling your body. And so, I think I'm team flexible dieting for sure. But definitely there's a place for a meal plan. There's a person that operates better inside a meal plan. And then for me, there's certain goals like this last portion of prep that require a meal plan. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. I'm more than happy share your thoughts in the comments because I know people have different opinions about this. So maybe go down in the comments and say, do you prefer meal prepping and having a meal plan or flexible dieting? And then I'd love to hear everyone's opinions because this is just what I think based on what I've done and what works for me. So I'm always interested to hear what works for other people too. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that for now. At some point after the prep is over, when my brain is working a little bit better, I'll go through a little bit more like how to calculate your macros, how to track, how to use a food scale, all that stuff. Just right now my brain is a little bit all over the place. It took me 2 days to find a period where I was like, all right, I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna eat some food, drink some water, feel good, and sit down and talk about this because it's just in this depletion phase right now. And as we're going further, my brain is working less and less. But that's it for now. That's kind of the topic of this video. I'm probably gonna film I got a back and biceps workout today that I'll probably film, and then I think that'll probably be next. So. But yeah, I know that was a little long-winded, but I have a ton of thoughts on this. Thought about it a lot. I've done a lot of different things around dieting and kind of figured out what works best for me. But as always, feel free to reach out in the comments, reach out to me on Instagram, and I'm always happy to help you figure out what works best for you, whether it's a meal plan, whether it's macros, a workout plan, whatever it is, just reach out. We can make a plan and help you reach your goals. But that's it for now. I'll see you guys probably in the workout next. Alright guys, headed to the gym, and you can see that it's light outside, which is kind of abnormal for me. But a couple reasons. One, probably being that I'm tired. This no caffeine and low calories and everything just makes it a little bit more difficult to do my late night, midnight workouts. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my workout in today. That way I can maybe prioritize a little bit of sleep later. And then the second reason though is my friend Jordan is in town, and we're filming my video for the championship show. So for the championship show you have to do a 2-minute video, and it's for the comparison of the overall winners, so gotta prepare like I'm gonna be an overall winner, but create a video, and it's part of the decision making process. So Jordan's here to help make sure I make a video that I love and that portrays what I wanted to portray. But if you remember, he made my intro video last year, so that was one of the best things that I put out on this channel probably. So I'm excited to see what we can do over the next couple days filming that. But we're filming some stuff tonight, so I also wanted to go ahead and get my workout out of the way so I didn't mess up that either. But headed to do a back and biceps workout, and I've got my pump and size product in here from Ghost. Hopefully it's gonna revive me enough to get a good workout in. This, honestly guys, this no caffeine thing has been a little bit rough, but we also got a rice cake, part of the meal plan for pre-workout. So between this rice cake and this pump and size product. I'm hoping I can get a decent pump in, but still gonna give I can't even talk right now. But yeah, still just focused on giving every ounce of effort that I have these last 2 weeks, because yeah, I'm not gonna waste the 18 weeks that I've sacrificed for this. And really, guys, it's really, if I think back to like the beginning of prep last year, you know, I did that prep, came off, did a full off season with Chase where I'm tracking what I'm eating, hitting all my workouts, to this 18-week prep. It's like a year and a half that I've put into, you know, this November 2nd show. And so I'm just trying to like constantly remind myself of that, you know, because it gets tough where like I want to eat a snack or like drink an energy drink or whatever it is, or, you know, take it easy on my workout, whatever it is. I just am constantly reminding myself of all the time that I've put into this, and just that, you know, like now is the time to push harder, not the time to let off. So that's my mentality right now, and doing everything I can to be able to get on stage and just be proud of myself and proud of the effort that I put in, and know that I put myself in the best position possible to do as well as possible in the show. So yeah, I think feeling pumped up already, pumped myself up. I'm gonna try to carry that into this workout, and I'll bring you guys along. Alright, what's going on, guys? Back workout done. I think that's the last thing you just saw. Headed now to film some more of my video with Jordan. So I'll get out my camera probably a little bit and just like show you kind of what we're up to. But I don't want to give too much away, because I want to save it all for when the video comes out. So I'm pumped about this. I loved what we made last time, and we have more time, more equipment, and I'm further on in prep and look better than I did last time. So I'm really excited about this video, and I've also, you know, I'm in a different spot, so the video is gonna have a different meaning than last time too. So I'm really excited for what we're making and for you guys to see it. But headed there now. Probably gonna spend a couple hours filming this and then film a little tomorrow, but I'll show you kind of what we're up to. Alright, what's going on, guys? I just finished up night 2. I think the last clip might have been on the way to film this video with Jordan the first night, but it's been a day. So just wrapped up, fully done now, and from what I've seen so far, it's gonna be even better than the last one. I'm pumped for you guys to see this. So yeah, just the for one, got a hookup on some like great equipment and lighting and cameras and stuff, and then yeah, just I feel like the story that I want to tell this time is even better and more thought through. So I'm really excited for you guys to see it. But the other thing is, and I'll just roll into this next, had a chest workout today with Luke. So after this clip, we'll roll into that, and then that'll probably be the end of this episode. And then I'll pick up tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So guys, I've made it. I think I talked about this before, but when I first started this video, I had my update from Chase on Sunday with the plan. And the update was Sunday through Wednesday. So I made it through that, and I'll get a new update tomorrow on what the plan is next. But that's just kind of, I'm in the tough part now. The food is low, I'm tired, everything is, I'm no caffeine, I just feel fatigued and tired. So the way I kind of getting through it is splitting it up into phases and taking it one phase at a time. So that first Sunday to Wednesday phase will be complete tomorrow, and then move on to the next part, which I think, according to the sheet, might be a depletion phase. So I'm gonna push even harder, and then after that we'll be headed to Texas on Sunday. So I think in my head it's like make it to Wednesday and then make it to when I head to Texas, and then from then on it'll all be, I think I'll just be so excited to be in that atmosphere, to be working out at Alphaland, and it'll be downhill from there. So still making great progress, still feeling proud of the work that I've done so far most of the time. Definitely have my ups and downs. I think that's just part of bodybuilding for sure, is just questioning how I look and how I'm doing. But that's why it's great to have people around me like Cass and like Chase that are able, and Luke, that are able to kind of back me up on where I'm at, and get excited with me about the potential for this show. So but yeah, I'm gonna roll into the chest workout, and then that'll be it, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See ya.
Eyes back in, let's go. held a gift card.